Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin. Your daily update, of course. There's enough to talk about. I mean, the price in general has not moved much. We're just, if you zoom in, we're just kind of in some sort of a weird consolidation up here. The funding rates are getting absolutely ridiculous. So the market right now is getting very, very over leveraged, which is something you should know. Because this usually results, I mean, this has been going on for 4 days right now, this usually results in some sort of a big spike down, or a flush, how I used to call it, or how I tend to call it. So that's coming, because the leverage in the market is only getting higher and higher. You can see that more and more cryptos are getting very, very over leveraged. Even Bitcoin is getting a bit over leveraged. You can more clearly actually see that if you just look at this. I mean, all this red across the markets. That means that if you're long, you have to pay ridiculous funding fees. At some point of time, we're just going to have a little bit of a dip. Now the question is when, all right? And that is really the most important question right now, because something like this, look, these were the last two dips, all right? The last two flushes. And every time we first consolidated for a couple of days, or at least for 2 days, before actually getting that flush, except for here, but then we did have a big rally before. So right now we are consolidating. Does that mean that the flush will come now? Maybe, potentially. The thing is we cannot know, all right? And that's the difficult part. I would say if you look at Bitcoin right now, I would say that one last spike up is to be expected. I would say the open interest is still holding on relatively well. Yesterday afternoon we had a bit of a drop, but since then some recovery. RSI is normalized, no big liquidations. And the market fundamentally, and that is something you should not forget, fundamentally I would say the market is very bullish right now. We're getting daily inflows from ETFs of course, and that goes on whether the market is bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. I have the idea that my microphone is a little bit low in volume, but I might be wrong about that. We'll see. I'll check it after the video. So fundamentally, we're still bullish. I would say it's still most likely that maybe after a bit of a pullback here, but that we will head up to our next price target at $55,000 and $56,000, and that from there it's more likely that we'll actually get some sort of a big flush, all right? And a big flush, last two times they were about 30-20%. You can see that right here. The first one right here was, as you can see, oh, that's the wrong one. Excuse me. It's going to take a little bit longer, but the first one was about 8% actually. That's not that much, and the second one I think was around 20%, but I might be actually wrong here. No, the second one was around 10%. So expect a flush at some point of time. It's not going to make Bitcoin bearish. I think maybe it will make Bitcoin consolidate a bit, but that's also bullish if the Bitcoin dominance is going to drop down. So keep an eye on that. For now, I think this is most likely. I'll try to keep you updated on this, of course. But for now, I think this is what you need to know. So relatively short video. There's no major economic things I think you need to know regarding today. Here you can see the economic events will have some movement. But like I said, I don't think it's going to affect Bitcoin that much. And in general, be careful. All right, be careful with trading it, especially with an over-leveraged market like this. But overall, we should be fine. So those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. There you can also find more info about my premium and Signal group, and just in general, all the communities we have around Cilinix Crypto, which are all very, very valuable. So check that out. But for now, I want to wish you all a great weekend in advance. Take care and bye.